Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to our live trading stock market technical analysis daily. This is pre-market analysis for December the 30th, 2020. We are Wednesday. Typically here Wednesdays are well, I don't know if we coin the phrase wild Wednesdays. So given that we have literally two trading session left for 2020, I do not expect anything short of wild in the market today. So today is SPY expiration. So you know what we will be doing in the last hour, in the last 30 minutes of the session. If you don't, well, maybe that's an opportunity for you to subscribe to our channel or to subscribe to our service because we are an option trading education service. Yeah. So when you attend this show on here, this is exactly what you're going to get out of this. You're going to get knowledge. That knowledge will help you take your trading to the next level. And we focus mainly on option trading using example. Yes, we do provide alert just like other services, but we do more than that. So we have a Discord channel, we have this YouTube channel, we also have a blog or website, if you will, successfultrading.com. All of those resources are available to you. Yeah, a point of clarification, because I saw a comment the other day. I don't even think I had the time to reply. I need to reply to that trader. I think the understanding was that we were charging for the access to the Discord. No, our Discord is not. We just want serious traders. So hence we are not like other service out there spamming social media with our Discord link. No, in order to find our Discord link, you actually have to do some homework, meaning we are vetting. That's our way of vetting people, but we are by no means charging for it. The so-called subscription service is not really for charging for the access to the Discord, if anything, because everything happened on our Discord. So you have our education, the one-on-one coaching, you have our subscription trade alerts, you have the strategy learning, many other amenities as those who are already part of our system, they are aware. All right, so what's on the agenda today? Quickly, we're going to take a 30,000 euro on SPY QQQ. SPY has expiration today and tomorrow. Yes, that's mean opportunities, folks, opportunities. But mainly, I want, as being part of an option, a trading education service, we are going to take a trade that happened yesterday, and we are going to be breaking it down in order for you to take something out of it. Maybe you were on that trade. At least we know some traders were on it because they share the results on it. The trade happened to be on a stock that has been part of our alert system since last Thursday. So there is a lot that we are going to impact on that. So before we dive into that, quickly here, let me say hello. Hello, Miss Marcy. Miss Marcy, I think she was number one this morning on here to say hello. Mr. Donny. Hello, Miss Laura. I'm guessing that, yeah, because the picture of my eyesight says I wear contact lenses, but here I'm not wearing them. So, Miss Laura, where are you catching the streaming session from? If you would like, state, just your state. Hello, good morning, Miss Festus. Beautiful Gates hails from the state of Nebraska, I believe. I am in Southern California, and I'm coming to you live currently. It's 5:53 a.m. Pacific time, 8:53 a.m. in New York and in Montreal, while it is 8:54 or 53 p.m. in Manila and Singapore City. All right. Hello, Mr. Moses, as well. And please, this is the time, if you have a stock that you want us to take a look at, folks, that's what I opened the channel. Literally, I've been opening the channel quite early. Please tap your stock now. Do not wait the last like 9:20 when we are closing, folks, for you to mention a stock that you want us to take a look at. So please, I need actually to when I open the channel, I need to put that on there. So my bad, I forgot. Another Floridian, ladies and gentlemen. So the probability, I need to no, I don't know if I can. I have published most of the traders who discover us, or who come here, who trade with us, they are from Florida. Florida is the leading state in all of that. So welcome, Miss Laura. Glad to have you. And if you have any question, please let us know. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm just going to switch my screen on here, very quickly go through SPY. SPY hasn't done much all week, right? So we tried our strategy at the close on Monday. It did a head fake, so we got out. Yesterday, there was not much about it either, but today, there is no hiding SPY. There are 2 days left to the end of the year. You got to show us something. You got to show us, you got to show us your might. So yes, we have gapped the 2 previous days, but each time on Monday, it was mostly sideways after the gap. Yesterday, we gapped further, but we could not sustain that gap, if anything, right? So this is the daily chart here, and this is what it looks like, a big red candle overall. Now, one could say that, hey, from, let's say 373, almost 379, yeah, you could have gotten something on here, but the action was so slow, it wasn't much. Actually, there was some gain, because yeah, there was some gain, but it wasn't some anything spectacular, because obviously on the put side you can see on here when they posted this low, but as usual they head fake. And so today, what do we have? It that gapping 1 point. So, all right, so we know what we will be doing on the daily charts, where a SPY in regard to which that we have been monitoring for a while now. So folks, we still have this divergence going on. Yeah, the MACD has not switched direction. It's still coming down, or flat over the last couple of days, if you will. Yet, the price actually has been going up. Something is coming up, folks. Something is coming up. And what better than a wild Wednesday for us to finally get a resolution? Or tomorrow, because the last day of the year is for yesterday. We were not certain on that, but definitely it's going to be a full trading session tomorrow. Yeah, meaning they will take their time to manipulate the market one last time. Did I say that loud? Okay, my bad. Okay, so patience will be required again for the entire full session tomorrow, all the way to 4 p.m. or 4:15, extra late, extra hours on SPY. Here's QQQ. What else can QQQ do other than gapping up once again? So this is all happening, folks. You can see the upper Bollinger there. So we are posting all-time high, but these moves, they are not really anything to write home about. So QQQ has expiration tomorrow. SPY has expiration today and tomorrow, which make it that you can use a technique such as when, let's say, if you are hedging toward the end of the day, you could have your main position expiring today, December 30th, and then you have your hedge expiring tomorrow. That will offset a little bit of the cost. That's a nice technique. That's because typically, well, we do not have any back-to-back opportunity expiration for SPY, because the closest that it can come to will be Friday and Monday. But you have the 2 days there where theta decay, it's influencing the trade. Whereas today and tomorrow, just like last week, it's a perfect scenario on there. Very good. All right, so let's go back to yesterday. And for that, I'm going to bring the chart for Snap, because there's a lot to impact on there. So other than, hey, it was a great trade, but it was a great trade in more ways than one. Yeah. Let's go to the 15-minute chart of SPY. Congratulations if you traded SPY yesterday, but even more so if you were able to make money on SPY. No, come on Snap on both directions. What am I talking about? This is the 15-minute chart of Snap, and let's make sure that people can see that. So if you were with us yesterday, toward the end, I think a trader was asking about that, but we really didn't have time, so I felt bad. But it was gapping, right? It was gapping almost 5%. This is something that for us, if you are new here, we will teach you how to recognize these opportunities. What's the opportunity here? The opportunity here was that Snap was gapping. Obviously, if you are part of a subscription alert, maybe you took the trade the day before. You could be asking Telex, but what criteria will I have had to take that trade at the close on Monday? hang on that thought. More to come on that in the near over in 2021. Yeah, because it was possible. It was possible because this was not a foreign stock, an unknown stock to us. The subscription trade, successful trading, trade alert. Snap is a stock that's we have had our eyes on, and specifically the 53 calls was the strike that we targeted since last Thursday. Yes. So if you had that, you could have traded all this gap on here. So at the open, the first, let's say 45 minutes, you will have made money on the calls. Those 53 calls, they went to the money. So that's your trade number one. The other possibility would have been, again, we teach that strategy here. That's a unique strategy that I don't know if other people have that here. In a gap situation like this one, we know what to do. We know how to make money. We actually know we have a high probability trade that will get us to make money. And I think many traders yesterday, at least in the Discord room that I saw, they entered this trade in pre-market using a gangster strategy. And the 53 calls or whatever that you use, they made money. And then this happened, folks. Yeah. But I want you to take a look here. If you traded these calls, ask yourself, I really want to, if there's one chart, there are many like this. This is not the first time I'm seeing a chart pattern like this one. A recent stock, what was a stock that did this recently? Roku did this about 3 or 4 weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago. If you remember, again, it was a trade that we had in our subscription trade alert. Folks, when something like this happens, just ask yourself that you have got to master this. Yeah, because there's opportunity to make money here. So one opportunity on the call, then the other opportunity on the put. The opportunity on the put is a trade that is it easier? I don't like to use the word easy for a trade, but for us, again, we will teach you here how to recognize a pattern like this one. Yeah. So these at some point your entrance criteria will have been, let's say, this candle or this candle here. I spare you the detail as of now, but then trade it all the way. So on top of that, those in our subscribers, we actually posted this chart. We posted the chart when this move started. Yeah. So pretty difficult to miss this trade yesterday, even after you made money on the call side. So in that case, but let me just some teaching point based on some of the feedback that I'm getting. When we are trading an individual stock, I want you, because when I'm going to say that now, some people may interpret this because always subject to interpretation, right? If I'm trading any stock, folks, I'm trading Snap, for instance. The one thing that I do not want to be doing, I don't want the movement on SPY to be dictating my decision on that individual stock. And then I pause. Let that simmer in. Yeah. Let me repeat that. So see, if I'm trading whatever individual stock, not named SPY, yeah? Though some stocks have a very strong correlation to SPY, but not just SPY, to the ETFs that where they're represented. I can think, for instance, Netflix. If I'm trading Netflix and I want a correlation, the correlation actually will not be SPY that much. The correlation should be QQQ. But even then, which that's happening on the chart of QQQ does not give me really an insight into what's going on with, let's say, Netflix or Snap that I'm trading here. Yeah? So that's nugget number one. Meaning your chart, that individual chart, whatever SPY that's doing that impact that stock, you will be seeing it more on. So meaning you cannot go about, oh, I saw something on SPY, then that made me close my position on my stock. Nuh-uh. That will get you into trouble. That's not rational decision making. If you're watching the chart of your individual stock, use that stock. Number two, for us on here at Successful Trading, we actually go a step further. We are trading options. So let's say you were trading, I don't know, the 50 puts, like for us we were doing yesterday on this, or even the 53 calls initially. We rather spend our time monitoring the chart of the very options that we are trading. If I'm trading the stock, let's say if I was short, I shorted a Snap at 53.50, because yeah, so for us, we were very lucky yesterday. We timed our entry. Well, we put in a limit order, and since this thing was really bullish, we got a great entry on the puts. That's what happened. Yeah. I'm just going to be looking at the chart. So if I'm trading the stock, I'm looking at the chart of the stock. If I'm trading the option, I want to look at the option of the contract, because on that chart of those options, I have the same technical indicators. I have upper Bollinger, I have VWAP, I have my exponential moving averages. So same information, but what's the value? Because the price of the stock does not by itself influence the price of the option. We are trading options, so that's something in 2021 going forward. If there's one thing that's you want to take away from this option trading education service, learn how to trade based on the chart of the option. That's one piece of nugget that I'm not sure. If you already know that, hey, bravo, fantastic. But if not, let's consider that your price of admission for this show this morning. So that's the major takeaway. And then find yourself into making money in both directions when a stock like Snap is moving yesterday. It's not the only one. We have seen that pattern here a great deal of time. All right, folks. Oh yeah, today definitely, I guess, since I mentioned that, okay, people can give stocks. I mean, we do that. No problem. I mean, it takes me 1 minute to talk about any type of stock. So what do we have? We have PBI. Pitney Bowes, I don't even know what that stock is, but it's okay. Apple, RIOT, V, and Tesla. Fantastic. Wow, Miss Laura, you yourself, you're interested in 4 stock already. Will you be trading all of them? I'm joking. That's another topic for another for another class. You can ask Mr. Old School. Mr. Old School told us, and I believe him. He said that he cannot trade more than 2 stocks. Ask him. So when I see somebody with 4 interests, well, maybe you haven't made your decision as of now. Okay, so we have a lot of stocks to go through inside on here. So let's go quickly and go ahead and do that. So the first one is PBI. Is that PBI? Pitney Bowes. Okay, so I'm looking at the daily chart. So, okay, fantastic. So what do we see here? Yesterday, is this stock is a $6 stock. You see, I was bound to say that. It's a $6 stock. Okay, not a big fan, folks. I don't know if you're trading the stock or we trade the option on here, and these attend to avoid. But that's another story for another day. So the stock just break out of this range that it has been on since November. Now it's attacking the upper Bollinger from a technical point of view. Has this done that before? Yeah, we can see that here. We can see that here. So typically when this stock does that, the bullish momentum is to continue. But regardless, if somebody just gave me this stock, I will say, oh yeah, you have to get involved. For me, if I'm trading options, I'm going to strangle it. Now, if I'm trading the stock, well, you trust your technical indicators. So meaning there are bulls that are coming in. Let's see then if this stock can proceed. The previous, so $7 is definitely the last time. That's where the resistance was. But then after 7, you have 7.5. So that's what I'm seeing on here, a breakout on the upside. So that momentum, either it will take some time to not to be extended technically, but the momentum is with this stock. Whatever news that brought that up, the stock from a quantitative analysis perspective, the stock has done that before. Though stock usually do not straightforward just go upper and upper on upper Bollinger. That exception, but I don't know the specific of this. So that's what I'm seeing on that chart. Hopefully that helps. Next stock in mine, Apple. Apple. The great Apple. So AAPL stock. We are very familiar with this stock, obviously. So another stretch stock. How do we know that it's stretched? The upper Bollinger Band is at 135. And the stock is trading there up right about there. It gapped on Monday. Yeah, the last 3 weeks, folks, we talked about it here. The last 3 weeks for us, we saw they did Tuesday, and then this week they did Monday, and we did one about that. So the gap happened, the bullish gap happened on this past Monday, obviously. So to its 52-week high 137.98. Yesterday it put in a high of 138.79. Apple happened to be one of the stocks that we're trading, but this stock is a bit extended, right? So I don't know what to do on here with going toward the end of the year. I mean, for me, if I'm trading option on it, my bias would be on the downside. Why? Because it's lacking room on its upper Bollinger. I'm not sure if there's anything. Yeah, even on the weekly. This is what it looks like on the weekly, folks. How high can this thing continue to go? Is it going? So for me, I'm saying that it maybe has a probability for taking a breather more than continuing the run up. Yesterday it could not sustain. Was it yesterday? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was yesterday. We had a red candle yesterday. It could not sustain that further gap up above 138. So that's my take on it. So if this actually are the type of stock, believe it or not, I see pattern on here. Yeah, that could give me confidence at least a reset towards the EMA 132 being the target under. So that's what I see on Apple. Next stock in line is RIOT. RIOT. RIOT blockchain. Okay, I don't know anything about the fundamental of this stock. $15 stock on the daily chart has been trying to find its way. I mean, it has had a consistent upside here since mid-November. We can see that, right? So broke out of range. The range was $4 before. So wow, my goodness. So this stock has gone, folks, since November. This stock has gone from $4 to $16. That's a lot. So now it finds itself fighting the upper Bollinger under. So yeah, this type of stock, yeah. If I'm trading the stock, I can be patient. Obviously, if I'm holding the stock, but if I'm trading options, again, I will get involved by strangling it. Though, I mean, really, I don't know anything about the option chain for this stock, so I wouldn't be able to advise you further into. I mean, is it a liquid stock? Is it illiquid? Because, hey, maybe a retest to the EMA at 13 something on here. And also, what's your timeline of trading? But definitely, the trend has been bullish on here for the stock since mid-November. So maybe some profit taking, because here we have some selling here, though this upper shadow or upper wick, if you will, and then two red days, and then upper shadow. So this stock here, rightfully so, right? Because it has just been moving a lot lately. So for me, at some point, I think, again, just like we saw on Apple or on the previous ones, it can cool off. A stock can cool off, folks, without becoming bearish. Yeah, but in that cooling off, we can take advantage of that trading option over a short period of time. A short period of time could be 2-3 days. Yeah, before it's resumed its uptrend pattern. So that do not confuse our analysis here when we say something like that. So next stock on here is Visa. Oh yeah, Visa has been bullish. We haven't been, I have not traded Visa in a long time. But folks, this is the daily chart of Visa. Well, what am I saying? Yeah, Visa have been bullish, but Visa super extended itself. Visa has been doing sideways forever. Yeah, so I do not purposely want to take a position on a stock that does something like this. You see this sideways on here, my friend? There is no making money option trading this. I guarantee you that. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can make, depending on the week, because this is daily, right? But for me, I will wait for this resolution on here. I will wait until, let's say, this stock decide to go to prove that, okay, time for the next leg up above 217.5. Was that the high here? 217.65. All right. Or will they come and close this gap? So if they ever decide to do that, the gap is at 200. So yeah, sideways galore on here on Visa since early November. And on the weekly charts, what does it look like on the weekly? Yeah, I mean, on the weekly, yeah. There are quite a few stocks which have had this pattern. The other one that I can think of is NVIDIA. They stock, they're a little bit tricky for me, because from one end, when a stock is going sideways like that, the implied volatility on option reduces, meaning that the option become cheaper and cheaper as week passes by. But rightfully so, right? Because the market makers know that the stock hasn't been moving. And then when a stock made, let's say, just a decent move, you see those options pay. For me, I'm attracted by that. But at the same time, I need to be mindful that, hey, the moves have not been so. Awaiting some resolution on here on Visa. So out of this consolidation here, it literally has been in the range of 205 to 214. That's a $10 range. I mean, yeah, from week to week you can trade it, but not for massive gain, at least trading options. I'm not sure if your question pertains to the stock or for options. So hopefully that gives you some clarity on there. Next stock in the line here. Must we? Must I speak about, must I talk about this Tesla? Okay, let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla actually entered the S&P 500 on December the 21st. And since then, let's go in the daily chart on here. People were expecting that, that was going to be just, it hasn't gone anywhere, if anything. And I mean, the market maker, they're not foolish, right? So they're going to wait until people forget about it. People lose a lot of money on the options. And then at some point, they will continue to do. The trend is still bullish, folks. But it hasn't gone anywhere for 6 days. So which means it's one of those crazy things. Today, tomorrow, whenever, or for me, my bet, not my bet. If I have to take an educated guess, I'm going to say first week of January or in January. Then in that case, if the trend they continue to do sideways, so I will take advantage of weakness on some day and then open a position, expiration January, I don't know, just say, 1,000 strike. Yeah, just for fun. Well, whatever that I can afford, because this option are super expensive. So yeah, sideways on here on Tesla recently since joining the S&P, but still tracking above the exponential moving average 20 and just not doing much. All right. Wow, this is fun. Maybe I need to do this more often. What else? Last but not least, I hope that's last. JD, the distinguished gentleman from China, JD.com. Oh my goodness. All right. So JD.com, we trade this stock a lot. We trade it. It's part of our greater watch list of stocks, right? And so those of you who have been in one-on-one coaching, I'm not going to share confidential information, but the statistic on JD when it alerts in our system. So well, that's it is. Yeah, because that's mean that in order for somebody to find that information, they will have to inquire about us. Come on, Telex, stop. So JD, December hasn't been kind to JD so far, but then since the 21st, it has tried. It is trying its best to go back above the exponential moving average, which are the yellow line is exponential moving average 8 period. Sorry that you cannot see that. Let me move my screen on here. So the yellow line is EMA 8 and the green line is EMA 20. So this is what JD has been trying to do. Yesterday, actually, that's another factor, right? SPY at some point yesterday was bearish or anything. The most stock from China, and a trader in our Discord room mentioned that at the same time that I was about to post a chart of PGD that I got out of the teletrader app that I shared the link yesterday, because it was the highest moving one in terms of the gainers, in terms of the bullish one. I think PGD was up like 10% or something. But look at the big candle on JD. Oh, by the way, by the same token, if we talk about JD, let's talk about its cousin, Baba. Because some people, after what I said yesterday, some people could say, yeah, of course. If I want to say I say a stance like the one that I took on Baba yesterday, I didn't trade it. And then Baba proceeded by gaining big. So it was up 3% in pre-market. It went all the way to 238. So those option contract, let's say the 240 that we're involved with on Monday, which some wahala, all of a sudden they find themselves yesterday paying $2 something, while we did no longer have them after selling them at a loss on Monday. Well, that's that just shows you how much this market is. So as for JD, for us, our stand, we would have thought that by now JD will be challenging $100. But in any case, the position that we took, even I think we duplicated it, maybe, or I think on our Webull accounts, we have the 100 call expiring January, the third Friday of January for JD. And then I think the 105, they were super cheap the other day. We took some for 15 cents. Still expiring. Is it January 15 then, that third Friday? Because when I say that, some people may be confused. They say, oh, what's expiration? If I say January, folks, that's mean the third Friday. So the third Friday, which is the regular monthly expiration, it's January 15, 2021. So I think they were going yesterday for 32 cents or less on JD, the 105. The 100, I think they were going for 50 cents. Still cheap, still cheap. So let's see what they do on here. This morning, obviously, notice my adjustment, right? I'm not trading weekly on JD just because the action has been too erratic. So that's the advantage of trading long term, right? You don't get the explosive gain. That's what we see sometimes, like on Snap yesterday. Overnight Snap yesterday, I failed to capture that screen. Silly me. I don't know what I was thinking. But those options, the 53 option contract that we're recommending, they went up 2,000% on that gap yesterday. 2,000%. Overall. And then we had a trader who took some of the Snap from 18 cents to $1.54. Yes, folks, almost a 10 bagger there. So that's the attractiveness of the weekly. But here, definitely on JD, I've taken a little bit of that long approach, and I'm still building those positions, right? So if, let's say, when this stock, let's say, start going, let's 90, or if we open in January 90 or whatever, I can continue to add more into those positions on JD. All right, folks. It is 6:21. I think we have gone through all the stock that's were. Is 4 stock too many to trade at once? No, Miss Laura, 4 is about the limit. No, I was teasing. So some people here sometimes, not here, we will try to teach people here not to do that, but we have had traders here think people are trading 15, 20 stocks at the same time. I don't know how. I cannot. 4 is manageable. 4 is manageable. Mr. Old School, in his sense, his limit is 2. That's him. 4 is about manageable. Used to be up there, though it's connected to BTC somehow. Okay, I didn't know what that stock, what that comment is. Depend on you, really. Just not easy to manage. Yeah, that's Old School responding to Miss Laura. Okay, folks. All right. Thank you. We have one more day tomorrow, the last day of the year. Tell your friends they will have that on the record. They attended at least one pre-market show at Successful Trading in 2020. And if you find value in this content, share our channel, share one of our videos with them. We have many videos. We have over 300 videos. And we are looking forward to continuing educating you and many others on option trading in 2021. If we do not see you tomorrow, have a happy new year. Be safe, folks. Be safe. And we are looking forward to see you on the next slide. Bye-bye, everybody.